Good afternoon, free enterprise fans, and welcome to this, our last twin cast of this week, our opening week of Moonveil Mixer. My name is Xenocat. I'm joined here in the booth by Alchemy for this exciting Eddie Hero Seed. How you doing today, Alchemy?
Oh, I am fantastic. My belly is full of curry and my head is full of Eddie. I love this boy and I hope he gets Apollo's harp.
Oh, why not Loki Sloop?
Oh yeah, I got the two of them confused. Lucky Slow is the good one.
I mean, Apollo's Harp is fine, but like Loki Sloop.
Yeah, but we don't want fine. We want the best.
We want the thing that does quad damage to everything.
Yeah, basically. So as far as the objectives, we have the regular ones: Cave Magnus, Forge, Fabul Gauntlet, Find and Defeat Golbez, and then we have Trade the Rat Tail, which is interesting because it makes it require two key items as well, the Hook and the Rat Tail. Cure the Fiddler with the Sun Ruby, which is great because it means that, it's a required objective, so you're gonna do it, you're gonna get a new character. Could be Cecil, could be Fusoya. And finally, Burn Village missed with the package. I'm guessing that's the one that Asuka was really excited about, perhaps.
Yeah, we got a bunch of different extra key items that are required. Worth noting, Sand Ruby in package can't lead to anything unless package has a demist behind it, so we're not going to see a lot of chaining progression off of our extra objectives.
So this means that you kind of want to chase rabbit holes, perhaps? Because
maybe
eventually you're gonna run out of options.
Well, we're just kind of looking for wherever the key items are. We just need to find things that are at the ends. But also the things that are at the ends of everything could be like drain spears.
That is also true. But since they don't go into any other things, I don't know. Anyways, all of these four racers are phenomenal at what they do, and they have been around for a while now. And I'm really excited to see what they bring to the table now in Moonveil Mixer.
Yeah, this flag set is interesting in that we have adamant armors; those are back. We can make this Edward super powerful with an adamant armor and a spoon. We have free bosses again, so we can use hourglasses and coffins on some of our bosses, like the Baron Guards. Oh my gosh, the Baron Guards are free now.
Yeah.
They're not scary anymore.
Yeah, in Potion Party, they were really scary.
Yeah, now they're free.
The thing about putting an adamant on Eddie is that he's already pretty fast. And, he's the anchor because he's the hero. That's scary.
It's fine. Just get him up to 69 agility, and then you can have RA5 Zeromus. It's great. And hey, Edward is joined. Looks like we're off. Edward is joined by Sid. Bahamut's gonna give us the pan. Sid is nice for the early game.
I agree.
But he is going to fall behind very fast.
Sid in this flag set, regrettably, I have found that he is rather lackluster.
He's
mainly because not only that, because of the hero issue, but also the fact that random chests are limited to tier 5 means that that the shops are standard means that you can't just spike his best weapons from you're not just gonna search random trap chests for what Artemis.
Sid with an Artemis bow can kind of keep up with most of the other characters, but because the Artemis bow is so limited, Sid really doesn't have a good way to keep up with anyone else. So unless he's your hero, I feel like most of the time he ends up getting ditched just because he cannot keep up turn-wise, and he doesn't do enough damage to make up for his lack of turns.
Yeah, and that's the issue. If you can get Sid to do some decent damage by putting him in the certain slot with say a Rune Axe, which I think is his best weapon aside from Artemis bow, he can really put in some work, Yeah. But as far as weapons goes, I think Rune Axe at least tier 6 already. Yeah. So that's already out of the range that we're gonna find.
Well, Rune Axe is not tier 6. Rune Axe we can find. No, Rune Axe is tier 5. We can find a Rune Axe. Okay. And Togred has found a samurai bow in the Watery Pass, so
that's
we have
very
that.
Nice.
That's the best bow we're gonna find.
All of our racers have done different things. Curiel and Blues Eclipse have opted for, you have a Rattel objectives. Might as well Ludamsian, but Talgrand has opted to do the watery pass. While the Stretch Dragon is locating the trap chest and looting Castle Evelyn. That's really interesting.
I mean, these are the best looting areas. Watery Pass is a little bit faster to go through, and just because it doesn't have trap chests, whereas Eblan Castle is a little bit slower. As Talgrand is now done with Watery Pass and headed up Mount Hobbs, did get an Earth Hammer as well, so we don't have to rely on having good arrows.
So, Blues Eclipse found D-Mist at the waterfall, I believe. That was quite the find.
That is one of our 3 boss hunts that we have. It's not an objective, but it can hold a key item. We're going to probably do that later because D-Mist is very slow right now. And oh, hey, look, it's a real character.
Come on.
Okay, that's not fair. Edward's a real character too.
Come on.
Unfortunately, Edge did not come with. Edge came with like a Thunderclaw.
Listen, if you want a claw, that's the claw you want.
Yeah, but it's not so great when you're trying to punch the elements with the Thunderclaw, and the elements are resistant to thunder.
That's the thing. You only need flame. It's the early game.
This is true.
Flame deals with like 70% of the overworld, and the other 30% you have your other party members to pick up the slack.
You mean we have one other party member?
For now, just wait.
I mean, at this point, we have Thunderclaw Edge. We have a Sid with a Dwarf Axe, so he's never taking a turn. And we have Edward.
Says Scratch Dragon finding silk webs down at I forgot the name of the Troya. Thank you, myself.
Yeah, that is the town.
That is such a wonderful find.
Talgrand has purchased another Thunderclaw, I think not realizing that he already has a Thunderclaw.
Well, that's fair.
It's probably a snap by. I don't think Talgrand has checked. I'm also not entirely convinced. Yep, you have a Thunderclaw already.
Well,
started with Thunderclaw. Now we have 2 Thunderclaws. Edge is going to do his. Oh no, not going to equip the second Thunderclaw.
So the thing I have found about this, about this flag set is the whole the Laliho League aspect of it, which is like you start with 10 rune rings. They sell quite nicely. You only have 5 party members technically. You can just grab those
and
5
we don't have
rune
Omnidextrous on, so you can't just stack the rune rings on people.
You can just get the rune rings and just sell 5 of them to do like 100,000k more or less, I think, give or take. And that's a sizable amount of money to start the game. Yeah. For example, you have this Edge. We come from Potion Party with S Wild, so maybe we don't think as shopping as such amount of wasted time anymore. So you check some weapon shops. You can find long swords for Edge, for example. And with that money, just one of many decent options for this ninja, as well as something for Sid, etc.
This is not a party that you want to have fighting Dr. Luge. It's fine. We're getting through Dr. Luge. It's fine. Edge is doing a whole.
I don't know.
Hitting that machine weakness, doing quad damage for 134 damage.
Holy moly. That's, well.
To be fair, this is a non-back road Edge. In the back row. With nothing but a Thunderclaw.
Oh my goodness. CPU at Online has darkness.
Yep. Well, Scratch has found the Darkness Crystal.
Here's the thing. We don't have any moon objectives. Here's the other thing. That's, I believe it's 7 key item checks, I believe, on the moon.
Yeah, there are 7 key item checks up there. And, there's the Sand Ruby. Okay, we have an objective.
Oh my goodness. We're going fast, huh? Already. Yeah. I hope this is a jet. I will be really excited about a jet.
I mean, we need more characters still.
Of course. It's not truly a jet until you're in go mode.
Oh yes, yes. No, nothing is ever a jet until you're in go mode.
Yeah, I have learned that the the hard way.
Yes,
many
no,
times.
there have been many a seed where you get all but 2 of the objectives really early, and then the last 2 objectives are together, gated
Yeah.
behind the chain of everything else.
Yes. But Blue Eclipse not has done that early Mist Dragon, which was a bit of a gamble. I feel like doing it early. Let's see if
Yeah,
it pays
it
off.
was a long demist fight. Let's see what the reward was for taking on that long demist.
Ooh, that's really good. That's an extra character. Which
Yeah,
will be Cecil or Fusoya right away.
and that can be our underground access on this flag set.
Indeed, that as well.
Yes, unlike Potion Party, this flag set's a little nicer with the agility manipulation. Curse rings are back. All
And
sorts of those
that's it,
things.
really.
So we can now make you do the hook route.
Yes, because we have curse rings. So that is a twin. Very nice. Having some
That's a
magic
pound.
muscle.
Yes,
your
that
party
is
is
our
gonna
that
have
is a
power.
real damage dealer for the beginning of the seed.
There is a play I have done with in some of my practice seeds, which was like, I have an ogre axe, and I do Staleman's chest in Eblan Cave. Like I don't go out of my way to open every single chest, right? Like not the ones that are like out of the way, but the ones that are alongside the path. I open and I bop Staleman's twice, and I get a nice reward pretty fast. That ogre axe is really useful.
Oh yeah, ogre axes are great for taking care of those giants. They're also great against the mad ogres.
Yeah, but the mad ogres are. I feel like they're more like much dangerous by the fact that there are 3 of them instead of 2.
Well, the Staleman put you to sleep.
That is true. That is rather dangerous.
They're both dangerous.
True. So, let's see how Kryl leverages that Hallam that he just found. Even if we have Palom, we still need at least some levels for at least to get tier 2 spells.
Yeah, we do
There they
need to
are.
get through one
There's
fight.
the longs. I told you about longs.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's 2 long swords just
In Kaipo,
in
which the
typo.
seed gets you there, right? You do Fabul, which honestly, it's very easy to want a single dip Fabul. That's the other thing, right? You kind of want a single dip Fabul because you start with the pan. But if you don't single dip Fabul, you get a mage early, an objective, and you get brought toward the long swords are. So you feel like your trip to Kaipo has meaning, and you're not wasting time in patience. So you check the shops, and you find the long swords. So doing single dipping Fabul might not be a great play in this particular seed, which is really interesting. I love the nuance there.
We do have Scratch Dragon now headed to Baron Inn. There's a Mylon Z here. This is very easy.
Indeed, more flames.
Yes.
Let me show you how.
Tallgrant has decided to climb up Mount Ordeals with this party. I would love to see a slightly better weapon, a better weapon on Sid than the Dwarf Axe.
Yeah,
maybe you've got Charm Arrows, those are good, or the Earth Hammer, I'll take that.
Ooh, he's gonna opt for
Evil
fast,
Wall.
for fast edge. Evil Wall here.
I don't know that we have the damage output for this.
Yeah, like Kryl with the edge and the long swords.
Yeah, with the long swords on the edge, which Tallgrant also did get because Tallgrant also stopped by Kaipo.
Like you can do that.
Yeah, you've got the damage output at this point, but without those long
Dragon
swords,
only has the Thunderclaw, which is not enough.
Thunderclaw Edge is not cutting it.
Even Flame, he will run out of MP.
No, yeah, he only has enough for a couple, and I mean, Edge is still taking damage. Edge is not invincible.
Of course.
I mean, Sid's doing some damage with his Ogre Axe.
Oh my goodness, Tallgrant.
Oh hey, good thing we started with a Thunderclaw.
I told you, that's the one claw you want to start with. I hope one of our 4 racers decides to do trap chest at lower battle.
I think it's honestly a very reasonable play. With the Thunderclaw Edge already.
With the alerts, you just defeat them in one hit and you can Edge.
Oh yeah, Edge is already doing enough damage.
it's gonna be phenomenal. And then you can spike animate armors like Artemis bow for that Sid if you, or like Eddie if you don't find the spoon. And lots of great stuff. Power shirts. It's gonna be phenomenal.
Well, we do have what appears to be maybe a summon mountain today. We have Odin into Asura.
Oh please!
We'll see if Leviathan's in the changing room.
Yeah, it can be Bahamut because Bahamut gave us the starting key item. But
yeah, no, Bahamut is
phenomenal
off the table.
If it was Leviathan.
But Leviathan would make more sense thematically anyway.
And there's both good news and bad news that Darkness Crystal is in Lion.
Cryon Blues are now through that. Scratch did show us that earlier.
Yes, but Scratch Dragon has not gone up to the Lunar Dais to find the character there.
Yeah, I am curious what that character could, because that could easily be a Cecil or a Fu.
I totally understand the hesitation because the going up to the moon and then back, takes so long. It's a long cutscene.
Oh yeah, I
totally understand.
It's
like
sequence.
And then if it's a song character, you just have to go back anyways. There is a shop there that can sell tier 6 items. I get a shop. And those could be hourglasses, sirens, baxes. Those are all really good. It seems like Cryolog ways with the information gathering play.
Oh my god! And we have a vanilla Baron key here.
Lunar, Samurai, Ninja. Oh my goodness! This shop is stacked.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know how much we care about the Lunar Staff, but the Samurai arrows are nice, and the Ninja Sword is very nice.
When you have a Speedy Anchor, and you have that Heroine Robe, you're gonna want that Lunar Staff. You're gonna want that Life Staff for the plus whales.
Yeah, but we don't have a Heroine Robe yet, so...
Yet.
We also don't have a White Mage yet.
I don't know what you're talking about. Scratch Dragon has a Rosa right there.
Oh yes, right. We have a Rosa. I can see.
It's fine. It's for races.
But Grant, struggling a little bit with this life luck on this Asura. Unfortunately, you gotta wait for her to actually cast the life 1.
I don't even want to bother with back attack Asura life logging. I just pop 2-star bells.
Just wait.
Yeah, I know.
It's literally just be patient.
You say that, but you gotta time the ATV right to not lose that.
No, it's literally just as soon as she casts life 1, you hit the fight command. That is all you have to do.
And the character is my. That is Dark Knight Cecil.
Oh boy. So I assume Cryo is probably going to head up Ordeals.
Absolutely. Right away. If this is a good item, Cryo is gonna get funneled into Ordeals. We'll see if it's a good item when Talgrand does it. So Blue Eclipse went into the Hemingway shop. Did anyone catch what were the items there? Oh, coffins. Thanks, Noobtree.
Coffins there. That's not bad. We take a couple coffins. They're not like... Coffins are one of those items you don't need a giant stack of, but it's very nice to have a few of them.
Yeah, they can come in handy because, right, we have Palom in part of the party pool, right? But Palom's turn isn't always going to come up by the time you want him to come up. So having another character being able to instant death an enemy is great.
Also, just Fatal takes forever to learn.
Yes. I mean, I was talking about Stone. But,
that also takes forever to learn for Palom. Like, we want to be able to use instant death before that.
So Talgrand is done
life glitch if
with Asura finally. Nice work, Talgrand. That was like a tricky fight.
Yeah.
We'll see what we get.
Yeah, what are we gonna get, and who's gonna be our third boss? Here, as Scratch is headed in, chasing that Vanilla Baron key, headed through this Bahamut that we started with.
That is great, actually. Ninja shirt's great.
I mean, it's nice. It's a ninja shirt. Oh boy.
Great.
Oh boy.
Baby. Oh baby.
It's Edward versus the Gauntlet time.
I can't hear Asuka because, she's not speaking, but I hear Asuka in my head laughing.
Yeah, this is actually fine.
It's great. This is great because...
I mean, if we can get through the first fight, this is fine.
And he's gonna get so much EXP, right? Because this.
Oh yes, this does give experience. Edward is going to get all the levels.
Okay, you have 10 Thor rages. Let's go. Let her rip. That's not
Yeah,
great,
they'll
but
take
it'll
some
do.
damage. We really want to get through the first fight. The bright side about this gauntlet is you actually get a full heal after every fight. So, Edward's losing some hit points, and that might be, you might think, oh, that's not great. We'll get through this.
Octomammoth at the Baron throne is not what you want to see. You want to see Octomammoth somewhere else that it's
Yeah, we
nastier.
would love to see Octomam later.
But that's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay. Grant gets through the first fight, gets a level on Edward, and Edward is now fully healed for the second fight.
Oh, using Cures 2s on the undead enemies. That's phenomenal.
I mean, here I would just use the big bomb.
I put on God mic so everyone could hear it just so I can go. Okay, carry on. Have fun.
So, of course, Blue Eclipse going up, Ordeals as well. Everyone wants that. Cecil,
yes, everyone wants Cecil online.
Of course. You're only gonna get a ninja shield for your troubles, but this is an objective.
Cecil is better.
Yes.
Cecil is the objective. Oh gosh,
gang.
Edward almost died. That's fine. This is fine. Edward has 6 hit points.
5 more hit points that you need. So
and now we just have to fight another Lilith.
Kane. Okay, bye, Sid. Sorry, but
yeah, Kane is better, Sid.
Sadly, that is the case, and he can keep up with Edward, while Sid can't. Yes. I enjoy Sid's HP pool. I love the man. Like, let me be real here. Like, I love Sid as a character. His large HP pool has gotten me out of many gems, but this ain't one of the seeds where he's gonna shine.
No,
I feel, especially with the long a ninja in a shop already that we have seen, like hacking edge on the table already. Besides, I think we found like a Gungni already or something.
Yeah, I think Grant has darted it, but I think everyone else, other people have found it. That was a pass from Baron Castle, which is nice, but not required.
Well, that also opens. Oh, I love the knowledge play from Scratch Dragon. I absolutely adore knowledge plays.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go check the Baron basement. I don't think Scratch is going to be able to take this boss unless it's particularly free.
I mean, it could be King Queen Eblan, for example. You never know, right? And also, if it's a boss you are hunting, like Golbez.
Golbez, yeah, not Gauntlet, because Gauntlet's here on the mountain.
Oh boy!
I mean, it's free.
It is. Stone, hourglasses, you name it. This is such an early, powerful.
Coffin.
Yeah, coffin. Yeah, the coffin from the Lunar shop.
One singular coffin on the officer. We'll finish this fight.
Okay, hourglass. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know that we bought the coffins.
Yeah, so... I saw it. Oh no.
Oh, we have one coffin.
Okay, it gives the attack, but since it's like a command that activates the attack, they're already stopped.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful. Yeah. Look at all this EXP, that infusion that Scratch Dragon is gonna get for doing the knowledge play. I love it. Thank you so much, Scratch Dragon.
I mean, it's a decent amount. It's not like a ton, but it's
like for the early game.
It's like 20,000. It's not bad.
Yeah, Wyvern has puts up a good point in chat. Like, you could be life glitching these enemies, but also
I would be life this early on. I would absolutely be life glitching these.
But like, you come here expecting to reset out of the fight, right? And then you get here and it's like, oh my goodness, I can take this on. And then your thoughts are racing, like, what do I do now? I do hourglass first.
It can be hard to think about what to do.
Life glitching is the last thing I'm thinking about, right? Like, it's tough to realize right on the hit of the moment, like the most optimal play you can do instead of just focusing on getting through it, right? It's tough for sure. Well, it seems like Tolgrand might want to do those trap chests now.
I'm not. This is interesting. Going for this without
the Cecil.
The Cecil is very interesting.
I mean, Tolgrand hasn't done the Antlion yet.
Oh yeah, no, we haven't done Antlion, so he hasn't gotten the Darkness Crystal to get the Cecil.
Are we been troubles?
I still don't love doing this before we know that it's the hook route.
That's fair. I mean, What
At
else
this
is
point, we
there?
do know that it's a hook route because we've
It's a hook
seen
route,
all
right?
of the checks and what they lead
Right,
to.
but Tolkien hasn't.
But Grant has Antlion and Baronian on the table, which are both.
But hey, maybe just spike something great. Example, Adamant.
Maybe.
And you know you can take them on with the power of Edge. So
Yeah, and I mean, on the bright side, if this does give a Holy Sword, then that means that as soon as Tolgrant does find that Cecil on the moon,
oh yeah,
Holy Sword Cecil is online.
absolutely. There's the firebomb from Kryle's side, but as we all know, the souls absorb fire in
the
a souls fate.
do not care about fire. The ghouls and revenants will go down to fire, but
Using HP-based J items with
Edward.
Edward
Edward is just rough, especially as the fight goes on. Oh, Blues, no.
You hate to see it. So sorry, Blues.
Oh, and Kryle is not in a good situation either.
Blues says, I'm Outski.
Yeah. Oh, Kryle takes
later.
a wipe as well. Oh, that is just rough.
Yeah,
And
like
they are both out. Leaving Ordeals behind.
Tolgrant was like 6 HP away from also wiping. Like that fight doesn't pull any punches. Like that.
Oh yeah, no. That gauntlet is rough early on, especially without a lot of good J items for it.
Indeed.
And honestly, that first fight in that gauntlet is one of the rougher ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because honestly, there's so many.
Do you know that's there? Do you know it's like a little slow because you have to climb up Ordeals again, but you know that's there.
Yeah, at least you know the gauntlet is there. You can go back for the objective whenever. It doesn't gate anything other than Paladin Cecil.
Curse Ring alert. Karate. Ooh. Very nice.
Grant finds a Moonveil out of that chest. That's very
honestly,
nice.
I take it. Instantly buying
I mean, it's what the flag set is named after.
Instantly buying 10 heal potions. I love you, Kryle. Me too, buddy.
Always buy 10 heal potions.
Me too, buddy. And
they
also
are
some
so
cure
cheap
3s.
And so valuable.
Instantly buy all like cure 3s if you can find them too. If you can afford like 3, you buy the 3. Like they're so good.
Cure 3s are definitely nice in a pinch.
Oh yeah.
I'm less worried about them with Rosa in the party, but still.
Yeah, but when Rosa is having a hard time, or like you need her to blink instead of heal or something, like you have cure 3s in your pocket. They're so useful. Okay, how are you gonna deal with this, Tolgrant? 3 mad ogres aiming at you. Oh, like that. With your cool ninja swords, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, long swords.
Well, okay. I'm referring to the weapon type. It's not my fault that the translation went with ninja, okay, for the ninja. Alright, and we see Kryle facing off against that nasty evil wall.
Kryle is going through Baronin.
But I think Kryle will have an easier time. That's
yes, having 5 party members helps a lot. Also, having long swords helps a lot. And it looks like Scratch is going to commit to the Ordeals fade.
That's fair, honestly.
Which, I mean, we don't have Cecil because Cecil's on the moon.
Yeah, then Scratch hasn't gone to the moon yet.
Yeah. Ooh, nice Medusa arrow proc for Grant.
Beautiful. Very nice.
Grant is through the Mad Ogres.
Anything great? Any boosts?
We take a crystal sword. There's a crystal sword.
Tolgrant doesn't know that Cecil is on the moon. But well, he has the crystal sword.
Grant checks the moon character before going underground. To be fair, he does not have the hook or the darkness crystal yet.
Indeed. He has no reason to go anywhere else, especially when you want to spike strong items.
And apparently there were 2 crystal swords in Eblan, so
wow.
Neat. So we're going to sell one, and then the duplicate character is going to be Cecil. That's how it works.
I mean, there's blue clips with his Sand Ruby, which is nice. I wonder if Blue Eclipse will check the shops for those edge weapons.
We'll see. Grant, it looks like we'll find the D-Mist now.
Very nice, very nice. And there's the nice sword from Scratch Dragon. Wow, so far no one has picked Baron. Not Baron, like the hook. You know?
Yeah, no one has gone down the hook. I mean, we don't have a source of exit.
Yeah, that is true, huh?
It would be a long walk just to go grab that character and bring it back.
That is true. We haven't found exits in shop either, I don't think. Oh, exits were for sale in Troya? Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Okay, exits are for sale at least, so we could buy them.
I love having a bunch of exits in my inventory. It's so nice.
I feel like having a few is useful, but there's some places where it's like, I think about how many I'm gonna reasonably use, like probably one for the moon, probably one for Cape Magnus, maybe one for the hook route. Everywhere else you can kind of just walk out and it's fine.
Yeah, you can walk out the LST technically.
Well, no, I have one for the LST.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm budgeting one for the LST, one for Cape Magnus, and maybe one extra for the hook route or Cape Bahamut.
You can walk out of Troya until that lady blocks the exit.
That's true. But they're for sale there. If I get blocked by Troya Lady, I just go buy another one.
That's so funny. Turning around and going back into the shop, like, wait, okay, give me 5 of these.
Wait,
let me leave.
Does Troya Lady work for the item shop? Troya Lady definitely is trying to drum up extra sales of exits.
I see the conspiracy unfolding upon my very eyes.
This is canon now.
So
Troya Lady and the item shop guy are colluding with each other to trap people in Troya until they buy exits.
Remember what I said about the Sailman chest? There it is.
Oh yeah, we're taking the Sailman chest. We'll see what this gives Scratch.
Oh,
I mean, we take a Masa.
Cool. That's almost an X-Skull. Almost.
We definitely take a Masa. That is very nice.
What a pull. I love that play, honestly. Like, Axe, get the Staleman, very nice. Bandana for sale.
But Grant it looks like is heading to the moon, so I think Grant is going to be our first runner with a Crystal Sword Cecil.
That's gonna be so interesting. Like the seed going from, okay, let me find my power, let me see how I approach this to I have basically the most powerful character in the game aside from Fusoya, with the almost like with the best weapon in the game. So I'm just gonna turn through the seed, but here's the thing. How fast, like what is your execution in tearing through the seed, right? Because sure, you can have 5 different players with the same Cecil with their Crystal Sword, but not all of them are going to leverage that Cecil, that Crystal Sword Cecil, as expertly, right? There's a lot of nuance here to.
Oh, by the way, there was a free ninja sword in another chest in Cave Eblan. Sorry.
Lovely. I mean,
I just had to shout that out. We don't need to buy ninja swords; they're just free.
Aren't ninja swords tier 6?
They're 5.
Really?
Ninja Sword's tier 5. Murasame's are tier 6.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Also, Scratch has sold a Crystal Sword. Oh dear.
Well, Scratch hasn't gone to the moon yet, has he?
I don't think so.
Well, he still has one. That's fine.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh boy, what a free hook route. So we could have gotten underground just basically immediately, depending on the King Queen spot.
Exactly. We don't know what's in King playing. It could be something.
And I mean, Yong is better than Sid? Question mark.
In this flag set with max tier 5 for judges, yes. You can buy cut claws really easily. You can find cut claws really easily. So he's great. Yeah, I agree completely with his assessment. Every weapon that Sid can use, Kane can use except bows. So we're good. And here's the thing. This is the flag set, unlike Potion Party. You can grind here.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we can grind here so we can get good levels for Yang.
Yep, Yang can become real powerful. We see Blue Eclipse trying against
Grant is
fight again.
Blue's is trying the gauntlet again. Grant, it looks like, has found Cecil and says, "Hey, I've got an hourglass in my inventory. What if I go take on the hairdryer's chest?" But unfortunately, his inventory is full, so he can't equip one of his crystal swords because that would take up too much space.
That's so funny.
I love it. I love when your inventory is full. It's like, oh, sorry, I can't put down my 30 Medusa arrows to pick up one of my 2 crystal swords because my inventory is full. Because clearly, 30 arrows takes up way more space than 1 sword.
Well, depending on how the arrows are and how the sword is.
That's fair.
And there's.
But then he's like, wait, let me just sort my inventory, and then suddenly it works.
Yeah. Okay, let's see how Tolgren gets to this hairdryer's chest. These things punch.
Yeah, they are punching very, very hard, very fast. Yeah, no, you need an hourglass here.
Not only are they punching really fast, really hard, they're punching like in party order almost, I think.
Yeah, okay, and Tolgren decided, you know what? I don't need to do that right now. We're just gonna leave.
Bye.
Goodbye, hairdryers. Oh, Grant uses hourglass on the gauntlet. That makes sense.
Sure. Like, that honestly, great move using the hourglass on the gauntlet.
Yeah, it's definitely heads up, but yeah, now we can't do hairdryers, which is, I mean, it's fine.
I mean, that's how you play this game, right? You use resource whenever you feel like it's applicable, and you don't have them anymore for another fight.
Actually, I'm starting to wonder, did we see what was in the Eblan shop?
Oh my goodness! Blue Eclipse's Edward got charmed and then hit himself for 70 damage. Ah, yikes.
Okay, we had Sirens. I mean, Sirens and Elixirs in Eblan. Okay, so not hourglasses.
That must feel so bad. So sorry for Blue Eclipse.
That is so rough.
Nakuri's saying that he got charmed back to back. Ugh, rough.
Oh, yeah. Using those Cure 2s on that gauntlet was from Grant was actually really heads up. Now that I think about it,
yeah, those encounter.
Sure, you like big bomb the groups, but for that solo Lilith fight, yeah, just throw Cure 2s at it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Blue's Eclipse is headed to Eblan. Looks like he's gonna try and get some power out of here. Unfortunately, it's 2 crystal swords and a Moonveil.
Scratch Dragon doing the Mad Ogre's chest with that Ogre Axe on Kane and life glitching them. Very heads up. I like it. But you're gonna have to raise the Jang if you want him to get the XP.
Yeah. Welcome on in, Raiders from Free Enterprise. Please do not spoil the race that you are coming from. We're here in this honestly really interesting race. It's just gotten started.
Hi everyone. Ooh, what was that? That was so fast. What did the Scratch Dragon get?
Oh, I didn't see. A glass hat, according to
that's
our
really
tracker,
good.
So
that's really good.
Shoutouts to our trackers behind the scenes, by the way. Noobtree and Bangagong doing a great work keeping us straight.
Like Glass Hat, considering that we have to do moon bosses, include them.
Yeah. Glass Hat's wonderful.
Glass Hat is so good.
Yes. Not Moonveil good, but good.
Yeah, not Moonveil good, but up there for sure.
Yes.
And if we find a physical boss, slap that Glass Hat on our handy dandy Cecil, fight's free.
Well, there's one problem with that. Scratch doesn't have Cecil.
Not yet.
Cubs, that was a second crystal sword. Yes, we had 2 crystal swords in Eblan. Grant has sold one of them and has the other one equipped.
Okay, this isn't free, but like, does Scratch Dragon have?
This would be free if Scratch had Palom, who came from the Sandruby at Fabul Defense. Oh gosh. Scratch is missing all the good characters.
But they're the first one down on the hook route.
Yeah, because
they haven't done.
Because yeah, the dolls are
Fumble, I
done, and
guess.
the King Queen Eblan is not going to kill this party.
Wow, very free hook route, huh?
So free.
That's wonderful. Very, very nice. Scratch Dragon is gonna get underground real fast. There's the Crystal Sword for
Ninja Swords, which are very good for them. Or for him, Booz has a Crystal Sword now. Knows that he has Cecil in the party. But needs to get through that gauntlet at the changing room in order to get that Cecil online.
Oof, yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
I mean, honestly, this Eblan play for levels on Edward is not terrible.
I agree. And that coffin, the Blue Eclipse just pick up.
Oh yeah, the coffin will help.
Yep.
I wouldn't use it on the gauntlet, but it'll help.
And the Scratch Dragon side, the King Queen Eblan fade away from existence after realizing that they don't want to be here anymore. Yeah. So we are underground now. Let's see what we'll find out what Scratch Dragon decides to do once he hits the underground.
Yeah, I mean, Scratch will be able to single dip Fabul, which will feel nice, I'm sure. Maybe will feel less nice when he realizes that by single dipping Fabul, he missed out on a Palom on the overworld.
Well, Palom can get a little fast. I'm not too worried about it.
It's the issue nice with Palom, like Quake already.
The true issue with Palom is that he gets warp really late, and you want those levels on Palom to get a warp.
Yeah, and we haven't seen another Black Mage.
Nope, Palom's the only one.
Palom is the only warp caster that we've seen so far, so not getting the early levels on Palom is...
I don't know why I'll find the Stardust with Bless.
That is very useful, yes.
Hopefully the rest of the gauntlet will play nice with Quile.
Yeah, honestly, just burning it on the first fight is definitely the way to go there.
I wholeheartedly agree.
So if that first fight has like 6 enemies in it, get rid of it.
And wow, I think Quile might have found a better weapon selection for Edward too.
Yeah, I think we're on Sammy Mute or Sammy Charm.
That's real nice. No wonder he's doing some real good damage here.
Oh, it might be Elvin, but...
Ooh, slap. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
The charm cycle begins anew?
Well, we're just paralyzed.
Fingers crossed.
So maybe we survive.
That it won't.
The Sylphs have given Scratch a Zeus Gauntlet.
Oh my goodness. Scratch, go to the moon already.
Grant decides that Kayn doesn't have a place in this party, which honestly fair. We have Cecil, Palom, Rosa, and Edge.
Yeah.
Who do you ditch for Kayn when Edge already has double ninja? And Cecil has a Crystal Sword.
Because Palom has a lot of utility.
Palom has... Quake is so good.
Not only Quake, but he's gonna get Stone and stuff.
Yeah, he has a bunch of... He's also our only warp caster for Dwarf Castle.
So, usually, honestly, I will keep Kayn over Palom, if you can believe it. But this is not the
in this case, I don't think we can ditch Palom. And obviously, we can't ditch Edward, because Edward's our hero.
Indeed.
I think if we were allowed to, we would absolutely ditch Edward, but no.
Well, Spoon's right around the corner.
Maybe.
So that was a legend sword from the Famous freebie.
I mean, that's nice. Everyone else is probably going to find that, but
yeah. It's just nice that the forge isn't buried somewhere behind 17 checks.
Well, Adamant could still be buried somewhere behind 17 checks.
Fair and true. Cryle getting through that gauntlet.
Yeah, Cryle is through the gauntlet now, has a Paladin Cecil, and is not afraid to use him.
Let's see what bosses are waiting for us down at the King and Queen of the
Feymarch.
Yes, sorry. I say King, I'm bringing autocompletes.
Yes, autocompletes to King and Queen of Eblan. Yes, these are the King and Queen of Eblan spots.
Yeah.
Normally you fight King and Queen Eblan separately, but we decided they were both too easy, so we put them together into one boss.
That's so funny. That's one like.
Oh boy, that's a Ruby and Leviathan.
And Leviathan in the spot where Ice 2s are gonna hurt.
Yeah, Leviathan got a nice buff to his Ice 2s, and Ruby is in the spot where he punches. So yeah, no, we don't want to do those yet. Those bosses can stay there.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm just thinking like a really silly April's Fool's mode where every boss is either King Evelyn or Queen Evelyn.
Oh my
they don't
God.
do nothing.
Just solo.
Yeah, it's just solo, and they
It's
just
just solo King Evelyn or Queen Evelyn, or like the Baron guards are both of them. Their spot is they are both of them. You know, any two-person boss. If it's
just
Mega Sisters, it's
just one Mega Sister. Yeah, it's just every single like multi-part boss, but just a single one of them.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, our job dwarf is a financial aid admin.
Oh, cat claws in the shop, as I prophesied.
Amazing.
Beautiful. That Yang is gonna put in the work now.
Yeah, he'll definitely be less couch potato.
Oh my goodness. Scratch Dragon making the hard decisions, selling heroin robes. And
oh wow,
he sold something else that was big.
Bold.
Chat. What did Scratch
and
Dragon
of course
sell?
Immediately stumbles across Bacchus that he can't afford.
Well, he can sell the sorcerer. He don't have another mage. Yeah, he sold the Zeus Gauntlet and the heroin robe.
Yeah.
To afford those cat claws and the power shirt.
I'm not sure I would splurge on the cat claws.
But you have a character, right? And you want the character to be useful. I totally understand.
But what if I don't want to keep Yang?
Why wouldn't you?
What if? See, the trouble is Scratch has invested so much in that Yang now, and now Scratch is going to find Cecil on the moon. Maybe not now, but soonish. And is about to see Palom. I don't know. I'm not a fan of investing into the characters that are not like the top characters. Like Edge, sure. Rosa, sure. I can invest into those characters because they're probably staying for the entire seed. But for some of your B tier characters, I feel a little rough about investing into them when you know you're going to be doing character checks.
I can understand that perspective totally. It just, in the end, it's like Swimily only I think has the right of it. Like he could be
deciding at that moment. I guess I'm gonna keep Yang in this party forever.
Yeah, like if he hadn't found the cut clause, he would have replaced Yang. But now that he found the cut clause,
Yang is kind of stuck in the party.
Yeah. Now when we get Cecil, it's Kane, the one that's gonna leave the party.
Yeah, which is fine.
Instead of Yang. It's all like gameplay decisions that you do like long term. Like I'm deciding right now that this is gonna pay off in the future. You know, like I hope it does.
Scratch is probably not going to be taking the Palom along then.
Yeah,
maybe Palom replaces Kane, but
maybe I don't know. Like there is a world in which you play this state without Palom, and it's probably fine depending on what's in for.
Fine. Yeah.
And depending on what's in Seal Cave.
Yeah. But yeah, Scratch has now defended the bull, gets the Sand Ruby. We'll now see what Sheila had.
And
Sheila, for just getting underground, Sheila gives us the Luke key.
Nice, Sasaki item.
And the pink tail for turning the pan in.
And
the pink tail is very nice. That is an adamant armor.
Correct. That is something you love to see in this set.
I think on Scratch's team I give it to Edge.
Yep.
I think Masa Ninja Edge gets the adamant armor.
I wholeheartedly agree. He's gonna go so fast. He's gonna be like RA1 always.
Yeah, and that Luca key does mean that Scratch at least will have a way to get that item without needing to use the warp glitch.
Mm-hmm. 8 key items too, which is
absolutely
we're
getting closer to 10.
Yup, closer to that grind.
Yeah, Grant is through King Queen Eblan into the underground. Has cleared a little bit more on the overworld. Does have a Crystal Sword Cecil in the party, and a Palom who had Quake coming into this hook route.
So Eclipse deciding to go another round against the Gauntlet, but this Edward is probably a bit more prepared now.
Yeah.
So is it Scratch Dragon? Job. No, he decided. Oh my goodness.
Oh, he can't. You can't ditch Edward, Scratch.
And you have invested in Yang already.
Yeah.
You have to keep. You have to stick
Scratch
with your
is
gambles.
ditching the Palom.
You have to stick with your gambles and keep going along.
No, I think he was like alternating between Edward and Yang because they're the party members who are contributing the least. But you've already invested 60,000 gold into Yang with the cat claws, and Edward is the hero. You can't ditch him. He's in your party for good.
Give Kane MP hashtag.
Amazing.
So, it's Yasu's Rage. There we go. Goodbye.
Yes.
And
Okay,
now
Blues is getting through.
Yeah, and now Edward has 337 HP.
Yeah,
I think
Blues should be fine, depending on weapon situation.
Ooh, cheeky early egg on Tolerance, huh? I like that.
I think this might just be making sure that we have work for Dwarf Castle, which I don't
agree.
hate.
I
I definitely don't hate.
This is the party for endgame, basically.
Oh yeah. No, we're not swapping this party out for anything. And yeah, there's warp.
And again, I have said this in the past many times. The seed is not only Ceremus. Like there's a lot of gameplay between, starting the seed and getting to Ceremus. But if you're gonna do Circus, that Palom is not gonna contribute much against Ceremus. That's a thing, right?
Yeah.
If I were to find Fusoya, I would replace Palom for sure.
Yeah, it depends. I think if Fu shows up early enough, sure. Otherwise, we may as well get Palom up to nuke.
But are you gonna be reflecting nukes while the other circles are going?
Yeah, why not?
I guess you're right. Why not? Huh?
It's a bunch of extra damage. And yeah, unfortunately, Crystal Sword Cecil cannot quite one-shot an egg.
Can't quite. No.
Somehow. So, yeah, Grant is going to go through the Sylph Cave. I think this makes a lot of sense.
So,
this will lead Grant to his Adamant, so we'll have Adamant parity on our bottom race.
Indeed. Adamant parity is the name of my favorite ska for Enterprise band.
Yeah, and worth noting that Scratch still hasn't done Ordeals, and there was an objective up there.
Indeed. Well, it is technically a 6 out of 7. So
it is 6 out of 7. You could ignore this, but that is a little bit of an advantage towards...
This sucks, right?
Oh, these sisters are not fun for Scratch.
This sucks pretty bad.
This is pretty bad for Scratch. For Grant, this is fine.
We don't have
because Grant has Quake. But yeah,
only that, Grant has
arrows.
Yeah,
I mean, yes, but Grant has a lot of solutions to this. Scratch's party's a little rough. I'm not sure we have a mute knife.
No, pretty sure we don't have.
Oh, we have a mute knife. Okay.
Oh, we do? Beautiful.
Yes, we have a mute knife, so this is fine.
Yep, this is fine actually. Never mind.
Yeah, this is fine. It's just a little bit more annoying.
That is fine. Crisis averted. False alarm. Turning off red alert. We're good. We're fine.
Yeah.
So there's objective number 3 for Blue's Eclipse, and now it's time to go underground.
Yeah, Blues will be heading down this hook route after Kryl. You need the hook for this. As Grant picks up his Luca key and Pinktail, so he'll be able to turn that Pinktail in right away, get that Adamant armor, which I think for Grant is going to go on Cecil.
Yeah, that tracks, honestly.
You just put the Adamant on Crystal Sword Cecil, and then everything dies. and
Yep.
it's glorious.
Oh man, I can't wait until we find an Avenger, honestly. That's gonna be phenomenal.
Hey, look, it's a vanilla Rydia.
Oh my goodness. Can't you get
Scratch not taking her. That's your warp bailout.
Wow, Scratch committing.
Yeah, oh my gosh. That is...
I don't care. I don't care about no stinking black mages. I'm committing.
That Rydia is your warp glitch bailout.
Nope, we don't need no stinking warp. Goodbye.
I guess. Honestly, I mean, if there's a boss, if Golbez is down in the sealed cave, that pays off. But
I'm like, you know, I'm not biased. I mean, I'm commentating, but I really hope, like, I enjoy both plays, even though I'm not in that team. So I hope this pays off for Scratch Dragon, honestly, because
it's definitely
so...
a.
He didn't even think about it. He still Rydia was like, get out of here.
I'm to be fair, like Rydia is not someone you want to keep forever.
No, you need so many XP.
Yes, no, you're not, like, you don't want to commit to Rydia. Definitely, I'm not suggesting that, but like, you could pick her up here, use her for your warp, and then ditch her.
That is true, but then you have to go back to Mysteria and everything. You committed to this.
You ditch her by going up to the moon and finding Cecil, and then you're like, well, great. Cecil's in my party now.
Yeah, that is true. But like, you know, oh my goodness.
Oh, that is giving the rat tail. That is an objective here.
Wow. This city's going places. Tolgrant does have a Palom.
Yeah, it does have a Palom who does no warp, so Grant will get through this and get an extra check from this.
We'll see if Scratch Dragon's gamble of fading the warp glitch is gonna be a good move or not.
Yeah. Well, the rat tail is just an elixir, so no progression through there, but it is still an objective. Well. We take the objective, you know.
Indeed, it will just have been nice to be something else.
Yes, and I mean the elixir's not nothing.
Oh yeah, especially with that Jang.
Oh yeah,
that Jang is basically mortal with an elixir.
Well,
nice finding a drain spear on a chest. If I have an edge in my party, I'm buying like 10 drain spears. Even shurikens are very nice.
Oh yeah,
they really bail you out.
They are definitely nice to have.
Like when you need just a burst of damage, that's phenomenal. Also, It seems that Blue Eclipse found a full moon on those.
Oh yeah, I've seen a full moon surface on a number of our runners, so a number of our runners have edge back road with that.
Very nice.
Scratch is now grinding at 9 key items. Is
that a full grind?
Or at least doing some grinding.
Yeah, it might just be like a mini grind to get some levels.
I hope so, because 9 key items is the worst number of key items to grind with.
Yeah, it feels really bad. It
feels so bad, because if you find one more anywhere, you get 10. This is a situation where I
will even do
I would be feeling like I would do Keyless Tower, absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Just go to Keyless Tower, get an extra grind. I would consider taking on Leviathan.
Me too. And keyboard consider, though. Keyboard consider.
Yes.
Because Leviathan...
Well, I mean, all you need to do is get a Starveil up.
Leviathan is like, you know, you can set up some Starveils, reflect the Ice 2s back on him.
Yeah.
It's nice. You have not a cut claw, like a thunder claw, right? It's good.
Yeah,
you can deal with Leviathan. So I can take you up on down for that extra key item. Now we're still getting 2 levels, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, we're still getting decent experience, but it's probably I would probably not take this grind much further.
It's not really tipping off for sure. Tolgrant is heading to do the Fame Arch, it seems like.
We have lost.
That's fine.
We've lost Grant's feed. We're trying to sort out some audio issues. So we're going to be down Grant's feed for a little bit. So we'll get to find out what the warp glitch is later.
Yep, it's going to be just fine.
Our tracker's informing us that it's a Masa, which is nice, but not progression.
Wow, so Scratch Dragon's play of bypassing the warp glitch has been a complete success.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal for him.
I'm a fan of double Masa Edge, but
the extra power is lovely for sure, right? But it's not something you need.
No,
especially with
not
the media already, right?
Yeah. It actually would be a bigger deal for Scratch, I think, than for Grant, because Grant has the Crystal Sword Cecil in hand, whereas Scratch is using Edge as his primary damage dealer.
Yep. Oh, Ice Claw, Cat Claw, Ice Claw, of course.
Yes.
We can't say squad
we love
time.
Seeing Ice Claws coming out for Ruby.
Oh my goodness. That's phenomenal. Let's go, Scratch. Leveraging that elemental power.
Okay, Grant picks up his Legend Sword. We'll see what Grant makes of this day march. Grant knows that we're down to just we're down to essentially Thaymarch, Keyless Tower, and the Moon at this point.
Yup. And it's only a matter of time until the key items turn up. You just have to keep hammering away at checks.
Yeah, you just have to choose a bad. Choose one of these checks and do it.
I like that Kryl was like, "Oh, this is Thaymarch, bye," and just like exited out. Fair. He's not like level 25.
Kryl does not have the levels to deal with the Thaymarch. Kryl still wants to turn in those Sheila checks.
Okay.
There's other things to do. Grant is leaving, I think, to turn in the Rat Tail.
6k on that powerful swing.
Yeah, that is definitely a good amount of damage. Boy. This Edge is tearing Ruby up. Masa Ice Claw with the Adamant is doing a lot of work here.
Beautiful. That Ruby Cant is not even gonna get that wear out. The agility anchoring is really in the favor of that Edge. Oh well, there's the glare, but that's fine.
Yeah. No, Adamant here actually pretty much neutralizes this Ruby.
Yep. It completely makes him harmless. It's basically an
He can maybe do some punch damage in the back row, but not much.
There it is. And Yang gets fully XP too.
Scratches through Ruby.
And we get a...
We get a grapple.
That's nice for Edward, though. He's a hero,
guess. I guess we take an apple. Sure.
Yeah. So Blue's Eclipse is heading down to the hook route. Is facing off against the King Queen Eblan. It's probably like, hey, would you say it's faster attacking the king than to letting the script run out?
I don't think so. They have so much health here.
Even with this power?
They have so much health here.
That's fair.
The king has over 12,000 HP.
I see. And the issue with Berserk is that you might hit the queen, which is
if you Berserk,
damage.
then you might hit. You have a chance of hitting the king, but you also have a chance of hitting the queen, which is just useless. Although Booze does get through the king.
That was pretty fast, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, just about as fast as letting the script run.
Probably similar.
Oh my goodness.
Grant, it looks like, is headed to the moon.
Is this? Are you gonna do a Muda check? Like I like to do? Are you doing a Muda Masa check like I like to do? Oh, the information gathering play. Ooh.
I mean, we might actually be in a position where we could take on one of these moon bosses.
Yeah.
Adamant Crystal Sword Cecil solves a lot of problems.
It sure does. We still haven't seen Water Hack, for example, either. Dark and other stuff.
Okay, we're going to the bottom of the moon.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna make this a full moon dive.
Oh,
we can do this. We can full clear this moon with Grant's party.
Moon gamble.
But that's a package from the Levy of Asura, which is a 10th key item and an objective.
We're grinding. We aren't even gonna need that Crystal Sword Cecil.
Scratch is now in a position to grind up basically as much as he wants to.
Oh my goodness.
And that package is an objective as well, so that'll bail him out from skip baiting that Ordeals.
It will be like a badge of honor if I were like Scratch Dragon, if I finish this seed first without the Crystal Sword Cecil, I will be like,
the
oh
Crystal
yeah,
Sword Cecil, no
I'm
Ordeals.
good at this game.
Like having faded an Ordeals which had an objective on it, amazing.
like even if you do Ordeals last, you know, like it's fine. Like I just grind my party and go for it.
Crystal Sword Cecil was very available, and you chose not to take him.
Indeed. I'm just at one, right? That's so powerful. I think that's a powerful move. And Nakuri in chat doing a pretty good point, which is like, sure, he's not the Scratch Dragon has not been punished by not checking the warp glitch, but that look like he is gonna start looking at him funny soon. In quotes, because that's a thing that's in the back of your mind.
Yeah,
like
Scratch is also headed up to the moon, so we're gonna see. It looks like we're gonna see Scratch start taking things on up here.
There it is.
Doing sealed cave.
Let's see who he kicks out.
Oh boy, will he kick anyone out? Actually, at this point, this isn't even a Cecil. That's a paladin.
Cecil is gonna get slingshotted.
Cecil.
Cecil's gonna get slingshotted. It's fine. He has 10 key items.
That's fair. Well, it's a Dark Knight Cecil. We have to go back and do Ordeals.
Yeah, but you can do that. It has to be Yang, right? No, Kane, of course. It's Kane. He still has Kane in his party. Goodbye, Kane.
Paladin is kind of punchy here at the Ribbon Room. I think this is the Ribbon Room. Yeah, Cecil is gone for Scratch.
Wow. Didn't Scratch find another Crystal Sword?
Might have sold both of them.
Oh my goodness. Scratch could be...
Yeah, that is Scratch saying, essentially, I'm not going to do Ordeals. Ordeals is a waste of time. We know it's not really a waste of time. There's an objective up there.
But if
that's where one of your boss hunts is.
If the moon has the rest of the forge...
Yeah, oh yeah, no.
And Goldbest here, right? And, I'm playing her somewhere.
I mean, Scratch can clear everything else and get go mode. Scratch does not have to do Ordeals.
This is so exciting to me. I'm freaking out. This is so good. Like we put so many, like rightfully so, we put so many, like we praise Crystal Sword Cecil a lot, right? Because it's basically the best character in the game, pretty much, in terms of damage. But like, hey, you can live without him. It's perfectly fine. You can beat stuff up real nice with this party.
I do think that Grant is going to get through this moon quite a bit faster.
It's so interesting. And he has to think, this is a grind. This is the moon grind.
Scratch does have the advantage of 10 key items, but if Grant gets through this check and as soon as Grant finds a key item, it's back to gaining experience side by side. And Crystal Sword Cecil definitely, I think, makes up some of that power difference, depending on.
Oh my goodness, that's 2 key items. That's so.
Yep, there's Tower Key and Magma Key, so now Grant is getting double experience for the rest of this moon.
Do you bail and do?
No.
No, absolutely not. Never mind.
Absolutely not.
I had a thought in my head and it got squashed the moment it came.
We absolutely do not do the chase the Tower Key.
No.
Not at this point. Because what if the harp is up here, and the harp could gate Golbez. Like, maybe if we see Golbez or we find the twin harp. But even then, Grant has to find the package still. Scratch is in a better position just having that package, but it's still a tough sell to bail.
Is this Vanilla Plague?
Yes, this is Vanilla Plague.
Nice. So we see Blue's Eclipse having to deal with the Mago Sisters, but I do believe Blue's Eclipse has that Palom in the party, and so Quake is gonna make.
Blue's has the same party that Grant has committed to, and Cryo's making a party swap. Has decided that Rosa is going to join over Kane.
Fair, honestly.
Yeah. So converging on the Edward, Rosa, Cecil, Edge, and Palom party.
It's a good party. I can totally understand.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, I would probably use that party as well.
Totally understandable. Let's see what move the Cryle does next.
Yeah.
Ooh, Oh, he's gonna start grinding, or at least do a mini grind, huh?
Yeah, Cryle is looking to grind. I mean, Cryle has
He's at
90
cannons.
items. Oh,
Oof.
yeah.
It has to be a mini grind.
I hope so. And oh boy, it's another crystal sword on the moon.
That's gonna be so funny for Scratch Dragon.
Yeah, Scratch is gonna be thrilled to see that.
Hey, Coco Shop, tier 6, no, tier 7 stuff, real nice.
Coco Shop only sells tier 6.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
tier 6.
sorry. I bumped all the shops 1 tier maximum in my
No.
head. Whoops. Tier 6, Coco, really nice, really good.
Yeah, we can get some decent stuff out of there.
Like you can get Artemis, you can get power shirts.
Yeah,
Real good stuff.
there's still stuff to buy.
Indeed.
You can always convert the crystal sword into more Bacchus.
Yep. That also. But that grind on Kryle's side was very needed. This is some
Yeah.
big levels, especially on that rule set.
Oh boy, hi Mombom.
Well, they're saying two. Oh,
No, this is fine. Mombom does not have a way of killing Adam and Cecil until the little bombs start exploding. And I don't think we're going to see the little bombs explode.
Kryle's fate is gonna go offline briefly as our streamer fixes the audio, but it will be at just a moment.
Just a moment.
Blue's Eclipse dealing with the dwarf castle. This is wonderful because it's gonna lead to like another objective, if I recall.
Yes.
So
this gives
Blue's Eclipse is
rat tail.
slowly but surely, you know, like gaining ground on Kryle despite that hiccup on Mono Deals,
Yeah, Blues is getting back in this.
which is a wonderful sight to see.
Yes. Scratch is now up against this Paladin, has all the levels, and is going to get more.
Yup. Look at those HP values. It's so beautiful.
So many levels for Scratch. Honestly, more than we probably need, but it's okay.
Hey, it's my saying. You just need levels to solve every problem for Enterprise.
Oh, that's nice. Mombom gave Grant a Stardust Rod.
Wow, have this, Palom.
Yeah, Palom can have a Stardust Rod, sure. We'll take that.
And we keep it because it's also a big infusion of.
Oh yeah, it's a huge, big infusion of experience. Where Grant very much needs all this experience as we're going through the moon, because this is his grind.
Indeed, that warp was so good. Let me tell you.
Yes.
That warp saved like 30 seconds.
Yes, that saves so much time.
Absolutely.
And yeah, Grant is now on the way to the Crystal Sword Altar, which is the last altar down here at the bottom of the moon.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, you know what advantage I just realized Grant has?
What?
Grant has an exit mage. Scratch doesn't have an exit mage.
Exit, which, oh my goodness. Cecil.
No one on Scratch's team can cast exit right now.
I mean, but did Scratch buy exits?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's...
So that's hopefully fine, but still.
It's good. It's good.
It's just funny. Cecil is exit. Cecil comes with exit, which is just so nice. Oh, Cecil.
And heal, don't forget.
Oh, yes.
Oh
boy.
sucks. But it's fine.
Is it?
Cure 3s. Oh, you don't have any Cure 3s?
No, we don't have any.
No.
We have a couple elixirs, but that's it. I think you're gonna have to burn those.
Yeah, elixir. You have to do it. Yeah, you have 4. That's fine. Oh my goodness, down to the wire. That's
okay,
fair.
we're fine.
Good.
I mean, Grant is through this, no problem. It's just it's a free boss, so.
Do you know the cool thing on Scratch Dragon is that he's gonna just see that they're not next to
Yeah,
he's gonna like lift his hands out of the controller like, haha.
Yeah.
I'm good.
But yeah, and I mean, Cecil's the only
game.
one who really needs the experience other than Rosa, but.
Fair. And that's money.
Just a crystal gauntlet.
That's pretty. This moon, aside from what did we get? Tower key.
The tower key.
And that's it. So far.
I mean, there was a magma key, I guess, but that doesn't count.
That doesn't count. No,
No.
It does not.
The magma key does not do anything for us.
Oh
Okay,
goodness.
but we still have the Murasame altar and the Cape Bahamut.
Shout out to casting White on Plague.
Amazing.
Big EXP. Very nice. Scratch Dragon must be laughing right now.
Oh my gosh. Yep. That is
Okay. Is Cryo one of the Warriors chest? Cryo, the Warriors
Cryo
chest.
is looking for Warriors chest.
The Warriors
oh boy.
chest, Cryo. The Warriors chest. Yes.
Cryo found Warriors chest.
Let's go,
Cryo
Cryo.
is doing Warriors chest. I love this.
Let's go, Cryo.
I actually love this.
Adamant. Come
I
on.
don't think I would do it, but I love it.
Adamant. Let's do it, Warriors. You and me. I'm not the one racing.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Now this is interesting. And Blues has gotten through the Sheila checks. We'll probably be headed to turn in the tails pretty soon.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, Blues, you can't pick up the hovercraft with the Falcon.
That's happened to me so many times too. Hear me out.
Oh boy, there's Golbez.
Oh my goodness, Scratch
That
Dragon.
actually could be bad for Grant because that basically puts a clock on him. Because Scratch is going to get to this Golbez eventually. And when Scratch finds Golbez, Scratch isn't go. Oh well. No, Scratch doesn't know about the gauntlet.
No, Scratch hasn't done the gauntlet. Scratch has to do everything else. Scratch has to find Twin Harp and
right.
But here's the thing. If Tallgrant doesn't find Twin Harp and Animant before Scratch Dragon does, that's it.
Well,
we'll see though. We'll see. Choose a Ruin Axe from the Warriors says, I'm saluting you, Cryo.
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, Grant could very easily stumble into the package. I think it's unlikely Grant goes for the package though at this point.
I mean, you only have to burn the Mist Village.
Well, yeah,
right?
but it's unlikely that he goes back to the Fey March early, I think.
We'll see, though.
Yeah.
Like, you do have the tower key, and if that's not that...
We have the tower key. That does pull you towards the underground.
Mm-hmm. We'll see, though.
But knowing that it's not a boss objective or anything, well, at this point, Grant is done with boss hunts. Grant just has key items to find.
Indeed.
And, oh, that virus does still do damage through the adamant armor, but also
Crystal Sword Cecil, yes.
Crystal Sword Cecil destroys.
Golbez, as we remind the audience, is weak to Holy.
Yes. I imagine Grant is probably going to do Tower first over Fey March, of course, when getting back to the blue planet, but we'll see. There's more levels. Palom getting up for these levels is nice. And oh, there's a Twin Harp. We probably do that first.
Oh my goodness.
I love this.
Twin Harp.
So yeah, you cannot hate the Murasame altar.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's Twin Harp is another objective.
Yeah, Grant is leaving.
If
we're gonna leave Cape Bahamut behind,
we're in no mode. If Tallgrant does the Fey March, he will beat the seed.
If Grant takes skipping K value could be big. Because
we
value,
that, huh?
Yeah, we skipped Cape Bahamut, but unless we have the adamant right there or behind that somehow, then Grant is going to find everything back on the blue planet.
Blues Eclipse, meanwhile, has decided to do the moon play, which I'm really into.
We have the same divergence. Cryo is doing the Fey March, just like Scratch did the Fey March, and Blues is headed to the moon.
It's like a big X, you know? Like Cryo and Scratch Dragon did the same, in quotations, like the similar Rotten decisions.
Also Harp could just have our Adamant rock. Same with Tower. I think these are very fair plays. Like, go for Harp, go for Tower.
And like, Tower is just about the same length as the Harp check, give or take.
Yeah, Tower's not... Like, Harp we do first because it's an objective. And we want to get the objective... We're going to do it anyway.
It did.
But then Tower is not that bad right after, and there's 2 checks there.
Mm-hmm. So the Adamant could be, at this point, in Cape Bahamut, or in the Tower, or here, in the in the Harp check.
or it could be from the Tower of Zot from one of these places.
Oh yeah, Tower of Sod. That's true.
Yeah, Zot would be a little bit bad.
Yes. There's Skullbus. We don't have any holy weaponry, so this is gonna be a little slower in case of Scratch Dragon.
Went for
wipe.
Crystal Sword Altar first, and that's unfortunately not gonna happen.
I mean, yeah, no, there's no way to get the.
Crystal Sword first is just rough for that party.
Very, very fast casting end on Talgran's side. That was really nicely done.
Yes. Just coffining for him real quick.
While darting shurikens. That is wonderful. I love shurikens. I love those little bodies.
But we do have music coming up, so we should probably be a little bit quiet while Edward plays some tunes. Well, that was a very quick music check, and oh my gosh, it's the spoon!
That's nice. I mean, we were gonna do this anyways.
Yeah, I mean, we take it. Edward is useful now.
I wonder, like, here's the thing. If we find Forge, that's really nice, because that means that Edge can dart the spoon.
Yeah. Or Edward could just keep using the spoon.
Scratch Dragon is checking Bahamut, it seems like.
Ooh.
Cheeky. I like that.
This is the divergence we need.
Indeed. If this
gives us the adamant,
that's huge for Scratch Dragon.
Yeah, that is very big for Scratch. Scratch will still well no, that'll be
that's it.
Yeah, that's it for Scratch. Scratch will have found everything.
The adamant, Scratch is in the lead perhaps.
Yes.
But if the adamant is
anywhere else.
Yep, if the adamant is anywhere else, Talgran is in the driver's seat.
Grant has an advantage. And I don't think it'll take that long for Grant to find the package, honestly.
Okay, this is a little mean.
Yeah, Kenazo's not great here.
But we can, zap it. I guess we have Silk Webs too.
Yep.
Kryl facing off against Rubicante, and this one's like a toffee. Does Kryl not have a crystal sword? It seems not.
Guess not. I don't know that Kryl did Eblan Castle.
Interesting. To be honest, Eblan Castle in this flag set, like, it's not my favorite actually.
Yeah.
Because of the max series 5,
Yeah. No, I think it's very fair to skip it. I think it's hard to justify with a Cecil.
Oh my goodness! The rare script trigger.
Yes, we got the script.
Beautiful that you get from attacking Rubicante with less like what 5% health or 3 or something.
Yeah, it's a very low amount of health.
Like doing the thing by doing the attack when he counters you. Pretty counterintuitive. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Dark Imps at top of tower. That's very nice. What's also nice?
We're gonna throw an hourglass at them.
Scratch Dragon navigated that Kenazo fight absolutely flawlessly, basically.
Yes, Kenazo has been sent into his shell and is now gone.
Goodbye. Wow, the power of claws once again, most likely. And this is the moment of truth.
Yeah.
Oh,
just a massa. No value from Cave Bahamut.
Dang it. I was really hoping it would be...
This means that
like
Grant is
an
on the
adamant
path
block, and
to the
then
adamant. And, oh, hey, there it is. It's just at the top of tower.
Scratch Dragon can catch up. Absolutely.
That is-
Scratch Dragon does tower next.
Yeah,
Tall Grant
Scratch does
needs-
have the level advantage. I'm
Yes.
not sure if Grant's levels are quite at like super comfy Z levels. It's probably fine with an adamant crystal sword Cecil, but
Tall Grant is officially in go mode.
yes, not even going to do the super cannon room because we don't need to do the super cannon room. Why would we care about the super cannon room?
What is that? Earth Crystal at this point?
Yeah,
probably?
it's the Earth Crystal. We don't care about the Earth Crystal. No one needs an Earth Crystal.
So yeah, I don't care. Goodbye. We have a Tela and being, this is something that Dark Elf will do, so that tracks.
Yeah, Dark Elf's gonna burn down the village, and we get Tela. We're probably not gonna take Tela.
No, Tela becomes our official 6th invisible party member for the rest of the season.
Sure, that works.
Oh right, Scratch Dragon has to do.
Scratch has to do music still.
Let's completely zone that out. Well, let's find out if it's Lucky's Loot. If it's Lucky's Loot, I'm giving the spoon to Edge for throwing for sure.
Oh yeah, even with Apollo's Harp, I might.
Requiem Harp will be great too. Anchoring.
Oh, yeah, Requiem Harp is like, oh okay, we can try and mitigate Edward's agility a little bit.
Yep, it's -5 agility. Slap that curse ring on Edward. That's -20.
Oh,
very nice.
What's in our shop today? Life Staff, Stardust Rod, Glass Hat, Defense Sword.
Well, Scratch Dragon has.
And it's Requiem.
Okay. You can start the fight with a Requiem equip and then swap to the spoon. Very nice.
Yeah. We're not using Requiem for attacking.
Mm-hmm. I will have preferred the Lucky's Loot, but
yeah, but it's fine. Well, with Lucky's Loot, we start with the spoon equipped and swapped, probably.
Yeah, because of the agility.
Because of agility.
But still, really nice.
And yeah, Grant has the pass already in hand.
Yup. The pass.
It looks like we are making our way to Troya.
Absolutely lovely.
Oh, but at the same time, we're also getting music. Oh dear.
We'll go quiet for a little bit.
I don't know. I don't know if our audio is on music or not. Okay, music has ended just in time for us to ask the question that comes along with all of these flags that are coming out in chat. Although, Alchemy, I think these flags might be for you.
Why?
Because isn't it like late where you are, and you should probably be getting to bed?
It's almost midnight. Thanks.
Yeah,
everyone.
you should be getting to bed.
I'm leaving. Bye.
Okay. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, Alchemy. But we do have a question to ask real quick about this final boss.
Indeed. Whose butt are we gonna kick tonight? And I have this massive list of 15 other million questions that we can ask, which I'll leave the chat to you as an exercise to the viewer.
Yes. Chat, please ask all of the other questions. And we only had the budget for one question.
And we are facing Spooky from Spooky's Scary House of Jump Scares or whatever it's called. Ooh. Very nice. Cute. Definitely cute. Scratch Dragon, meanwhile, is burning down Mist. and
Oh,
we need that element.
yeah. Well, I think Scratch might be doing this because it's not just because it's an objective, but Scratch hasn't found the gauntlet yet.
Oh my goodness, you think he's gonna stick to that?
We might peak the package boss for the gauntlet.
Well, it seems that Tolgrand's side of things on the fight, it's going decently well. That Edge 8, that counter nuke, right? Which was pretty nasty considering he's really strong. But the good thing is that nerf Big Bang is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Blue's Eclipse has managed to get through that Dark Knight Cecil fight with 43 HP. GG's, Blue's Eclipse.
Nice.
But honestly, in Tolgrand's side, like, I don't foresee any issues. Like, we have the Bacchuses, we have the Cure Force. We can fling some nukes if we feel like it. I don't think Alan has nuke, actually. Honestly, again, like I said, a seed is not only Palom, and he has been plenty useful throughout the seed. But
Yeah,
he ain't gonna be useful
Palom is
here.
probably not going to be contributing a whole lot to this Z fight.
Like, you don't need that many levels with those Zerkers, really. But here's the thing, like, you really have to be careful with those Big Bangs. Rosa's HP is really unsettling me. We need to nerf these Big Bangs, basically. And that's why he's waiting on Palom, most likely.
Yeah, probably setting up that nerf.
Mm-hmm. A nerf with a nuke or a virus will.
Well, virus. Palom does not have nuke yet.
Yeah, definitely not. Kryl, meanwhile, doing some King Ryu's
Trying to get some extra levels.
Mm-hmm. There's the Big Bang. Has it been nerfed?
I don't think that was nerfed.
I don't think so either.
No, that was not nerfed. Down goes everyone except Cecil and Edge. Go Cecil and Edge.
They Tolgrand like zone out or something like I tend to do at this fight.
It's Medio. It missed. Cecil and Edge are both fine.
I mean, he has the Adamant armor.
That's GG's.
GG's for Tolgrand, the winner of this particular race at the down there. And in the screen on the purple, very wonderful.
Done with an official time of 1 hour 28 minutes and 51 seconds. And it looks like we are now joined by Tolgrand for an interview. GG's.
Hey, thank you, Zeno. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm feeling pretty good. I haven't been getting a whole lot of Cecil seeds in practice, and so it was really fun to get to do that again. It feels like it's been quite a while.
Yeah, it was an interesting race to watch the whole time.
Question: how many backflips did your heart do when you saw that goal vase and then you saw the goal vase drop the harp?
Not too many.
Bold. Bold-headed.
There were a couple of things in that fight. I had the coffins ready and was kind of waiting for that moment with him just to try and get it down. It felt crummy to get that 50-50 with Rosa versus Edward at the end of it because I didn't quite get the hide off fast enough. But I was really excited to see it. But to be honest, maybe it's just weird odds things, but it feels like that you push hard to go to the lunar subterrain. You want to go to the deep part of the moon where there's the density of 4 bosses and 5 key items and all that great stuff. And it seems to keep biting because I play the statistical thing. And it always seems to end up either being at the Murasame altar or at Cave Bahamut, or it kicks me back to the Fey March. So I saw that Golbas and I'm like, all right, let's go. This is good times.
Beautiful. And another short question: were you counting HP?
Yes,
down there?
Definitely.
Okay, thank you so much, because my heart did a big jump.
Yeah, so I looked at it and I had it sitting on Palom waiting for him to potentially do the grind, or do the nerf rather. And what I noticed was right about the time that Cecil swung us, we were in less than 30, and Cecil took a swing and knocked us down to 20 after the shake had happened. It's like, okay, how many more hits can get off here? And so I think when I got Zeromus, when I got the Big Bang, Zeromus had like 14,000 left. So there's just a kind of little bit of a heart jump about how big is this Big Bang going to be, and will I get unlucky with the Big Bang into rocks kind of wombo combo thing. But with the adamant armor and the ninja shirt on edge, both of them were able to dodge it. And as soon as we dodged that meteor, I knew I was gold.
So you made a calculated gamble, basically.
Yeah, well, yeah, a little bit. It was kind of, I've been in that situation before. I've seen it enough that it's kind of like, okay, unless I get some real unlucky RNG, and I kind of need to be paid back because he rolled that 21,000 nuke, counter nuke against Edge at the start of the fight.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah,
fair.
I'm a big proponent of counting damage with Zeromus, just so you can kind of understand where the fight is going and what it's doing. Though, I kind of wish I had thought to take the heroin robe off Rosa before we walked in that fight. Once we were in there, I thought, I'm just going to go through it. But I think had I done that, Rosa probably lives through that second Big Bang because she's got 300 more health than what she did. But I thought, you know what, let's roll. We'll see how close we get down there, and we'll put an emergency heal out if we have to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it worked out in the end. One other question: what do you have against Antlion Cave?
Everybody does it. To tell you the truth, I sometimes push it wait too long to get it, and I've been trying to work on that. And I got to this interesting decision point in the seed right after I dropped the Sand Ruby off of, okay, do you go do Antlion now, which is about equidistant from the other thing, which is go up Ordeals, which is the other thing that's always kind of got that pressure in my mind, especially in this flag set. A lot of people like fading the Ordeals check. I don't. Even if Cecil's not readily apparent, he's out there. And on top of that, with the 2 boss hunts, the 3 and the seed are critical to go look there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, your decision to not fade Ordeals definitely helped you out a lot this seed.
Yeah, I wasn't happy about exactly where the gauntlet landed, but
yeah,
and there was a very, very fortunate. I got very lucky where there was a crit that could have taken Edward out during the second fight of that against the 2 skeletons and the. I forget what those things are. I always wanted to call them what the. I guess it's a Lamia up there. No, the Lamia is the one in the. Is the one over in Castle 11. I forget what it is, but they use the same sprite.
No, the Lilith.
Lilith, thank you. But I actually have pulled a couple of those in practice with some unpleasant heroes. It stinks doing it with Edward. It's actually worse doing it with Sid in a lot of ways because it's so slow.
I mean, the thing is that everyone's got almost everyone's got to do it, right? Unless you do the other objectives, like most folks are gonna do it anyway. So people are gonna have to deal with that. GG's again, Tolgrand. Congratulations on your raise. We'll see you next time on your wonderful team.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure watching your raise.
Yeah, I can't wait to be back out here, and I'm sure all of you guys did a fantastic job, but I might as well give some special love out there for Alchemy and Xenocat, who are great to listen to and everything I've ever heard, Bangagong and Noobtree, who were tracking it, and Asuka, who pulled the whole thing together. And of course, GG's to Scratch Dragon out there, and hoping for good things for our other 2 runners tonight.
Thank you so much, Tolgrand. See you later. And now we have Scratch Dragon heading off to his Zeromus fight.
Scratch
doesn't have the pleasure of the Crystal Sword Cecil.
No,
that doesn't matter.
Yeah, Scratch has the levels. Scratch will get through this. The levels on this part. Rosa has white. I think everyone else is really high level. We'll be fine. We can just kind of berserk everyone.
Like Blue's Eclipse is heading over to Blue's Eclipse has been. Honestly, Blue's Eclipse has been he had that hiccup and in Ordeals and stuff, but he has been zooming. He has been zooming after he was done with Ordeals and went down underground. So it's been really awesome to see him trace across the steps and be back into the race and excel.
Oh yeah. I mean, Blues is heading to Twin Harp now. Doesn't have the tower key in hand, but I mean, we know we don't need the tower key. We just need to do Keyless Tower.
Job, we just need to do Keyless Tower every time, huh? Every single time, Keyless Tower every
That's
time.
all Blues needs to do is either Keyless Tower or the Asura spot.
Oh my goodness, the pseudo spot, huh? I mean, it's not that bad because it's Leviathan and you can reflect the ice twos. Wow, it's been a while since I saw Edge with 3,000 HP. It's really nice to see.
Oh yeah, this is a beefy party. I mean, we ground up to like white on Rosa before taking on the moon with 10 key items.
Oh wow. I'm like, Jang is the perfect target for that counter nuke. Beautiful.
Yes. Amazing.
Oh no! Rosa tried to attack herself with the adamant armor. I think it's like, haha, 1 damage.
Yeah, no, that won't work.
That's happened to me before. Crowd, meanwhile, continuing his trip down the LST. Bomb is not gonna be an issue, especially with that nuke flinging Palon. These levels are really good, also.
Oh yeah, Cryle is, I don't think, going to have any trouble with any bosses on this moon.
Yeah, like Cryle has the levels right now, while Blues Eclipse has the less levels and HP values. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Blues Eclipse obtains those levels.
Blues is gonna have to do a little bit of grind, but Blues is in a better situation, I think, to go up Keyless Tower or take on that Asura spot and stumble into go mode.
It seems that we're gonna have a reprise of the music. We'll see for how long before Blues Eclipse decimates that fight and Scratch Dragon finishes. Enjoy. And that's it for the music.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool seeing Edward used as an anchor because of the Requiem harp. It's pretty awesome, honestly. And like to use, he hands the spoon to Edward to chuck it anyways. And now we don't care about Edward's low HP values. We don't even need to nerf the Big Bang. That's fine.
And it does look like that's it. That is GG's to Scratch Dragon, finishing with a time of 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 11 seconds.
GG's. And I believe we are joined by Scratch Dragon. GG Scratch. That was a phenomenal race.
GG. All right, where was Gauntlet?
Ordeals 3.
I was about to say it was probably on Ordeals.
Yep. That is what decided this race, honestly.
Like, you committed that fate, and honestly,
it was like respect for committing to that fate, but it Grant got up Ordeals very quickly, pulled that Cecil from the moon early, got the Crystal Sword out of Eblan, and it's hard to compete with a Adamant Crystal Sword Cecil.
I figured that was what happened because I said, you know what, I don't really want to commit time to going to the moon. What's the chances? Normally, what the chances are of something being up there?
Yeah, well,
and of course it's Cecil up there, and then yeah,
I mean it's just a rough one. It comes down to one decision. I feel like a lot of the seeds that I race with have that one decision that you make that just kind of just puts you back, and even then I'm not unhappy with the time that I got considering where I was to get this stuff.
No, considering that you
like-
basically cleared everything else minus like the super cannon room.
like we were talking about this in the booth, like just a note to Cecil that you committed to fighting Ordeals, and you went through the entire state without the sheer tremendous power of like the Crystal Shot Cecil. And like, sure, you didn't win the race, but honestly, your time was phenomenal for this state without leveraging that power. And I honestly believe that you did a fantastic job of like not even caring about not having that Crystal Sword Cecil. It didn't like hurt you that much as one might think. You know, it was very well played.
Yeah, it really just came down to football, in my opinion. Like I was there, I sat there and I said, okay, by the time I ended the seed, there was a 50% chance it was there. What bosses did I have left over? I had two giant bosses. I had Luca,
And yeah,
and then 3
the
Ordeals.
3 on Ordeals, yeah.
Yep. So it was like a 50% chance that it would be there. And
Which-
as I was just knocking down bosses, I'm there like, okay, the chances are getting higher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, what can you do?
Yeah, legit. That's how the randomizer works. You decide the things you are not gonna do, and you stick with the things that you are gonna do. Like for example, on the flip side, right? You committed to not using black mages. Like the game even gave you that Rydia, and you were like, I'm not wasting time. You getting that Rydia and then replacing that Rydia. I'm just not gonna care about the Seal Cave check. And they were rewarded because it was like a Murasame.
It was just a Masamune, yeah.
Yeah, it was just a Masamune. So like in that sense, like that play, you were rewarded in that gamble. So, but like that's just how the randomizer works, you know. You just decide things to do, and sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I'm kind of sad that didn't pay off that I thought was going to be like just a really good move was I was able to get all of Baron out of the way really early without actually having to come back after grinding levels.
That was
a really spicy play, and we were rooting for that to work out, and then unfortunately it's like, oh, it's just a ribbon in the basement.
I mean, just a ribbon's pretty nice, but still.
Yeah, ribbon is not bad. It's just not what you're hoping for.
I was really hoping that Kainaso, which by the way was basically a flawless perfect fight.
We were hoping that was going to be an adamant, and the adamant wasn't going to be in the tower where it was.
Yep. If that had been the case, oh man, we were having a tie.
It could have gotten a lot closer, yeah.
But that's how it is. Any last thoughts on the seed scratch?
It was a really good seed. I really did enjoy playing it. This seed set is actually closer to what I've been playing literally forever. You know, minus the adamant armors, because adamant armors were. How long has it been since we played with adamant armors?
I mean, we had them last spring.
Did we?
Yes.
Oh, we did.
The Adamant Cup. The whole thing was that there were adamant armors, and it was a big deal.
I never saw any during that race, that tournament.
Yeah, but then before that, there really weren't any adamant armors.
Yeah, like.
Well, now you get to enjoy the full power that is adamant armor edge doing absolute nonsense.
I prefer it the other way, honestly. I mean, adamant armors are nice and all, but it's like,
well,
give me the challenge.
Well, everyone has the like different tastes. I'm a whiny little baby, and I like my adamant armors. Thank you very much. I enjoy easy seats.
I do not.
I'm joking. GG's again for a tremendously well played race, Scratch Iron, and we will see you next time.
Absolutely. Side note, thanks everyone for coming and watching. Thanks to the commentators, the tracker, and the restreamer. And if you're not playing Final Fantasy Free Enterprise, why not?
It's really easy to play. I agree. Why not? Come on.
Yeah,
join us in the Discord and everything.
It's easy to get into.
Yes.
We promise. It is.
All right. Have a good day.
Scratch. Take care. So, Blue Eclipse is doing the grind that he needs to do in order to face Ceremus. Meanwhile, Kryle is doing the the Twin Harp check, but Cryo does have the levels.
Cryo is also in go mode.
I mean, yes, but
Cryo
he's
only
good.
needs to beat this Twin Harp.
Oh, you're right.
This is the last objective for Cryo. Cryo is going to get through this Twin Harp, and then we'll be able to use the pass door to go right to Zeromus.
Oh, right. Blues Eclipse hasn't done burning the
Blues doesn't have the package or the adamant yet.
Dang.
So yeah, Blues needs to either beat up that Leviathan in the Fey March or head up the tower.
It's faster to grab the tower, I think, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it's faster to go up the tower and just run back. I mean, you have the tower key, and you were right down here, so
Yeah, we'll see.
But also the Leviathan seems really easy, and it's
The Leviathan's
the adamant.
probably going to be pretty easy with the levels. The levels might push me towards the Fey March, but
That is true. That's
we will
fair.
see which path Blues Eclipse decides to take. I mean, either way, as long as Blues doesn't go back to the moon,
Yup, exactly. Well,
he'll get an objective.
Enjoy another pass of Xenosaga.
Oh yeah.
And that really was a quick pass of Xenosaga, like I said.
Yeah, we didn't really need to hear much of it, but it's fine.
So where are you going next, Blues?
Looks
it's
like Fey
Leviathan.
March. This is
gonna take a little longer.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, honestly. I don't know that it actually takes that much longer because it's a lot less walking.
That is true, but the fight is,
But,
and there's the cutscene at Mist. But I guess you're already
there is a
already on
the
the
cutscene
overworld.
at Mist is definitely longer than the Forge sequence.
But you're already on the overworld, so there's that too.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of whatever because Forge is
honestly.
we're already in the Underworld for Forge.
Yeah, tricky.
So I think this is going to be the
Cryo.
longer objective, but it's still an objective.
Yeah, that's the important part. Okay, Ceramos is like never truly free. Like, you see all of these expert players play this game a lot, right? And then it's like you get to play yourself, and it's like, I have the levels, have the berserk, have the
It's
processor, and then he does like a big bang and a counter.
Zeromus can always be.
And it's like, I'm dead now. I'm struggling.
I mean, if you try to get fancy with it, Zeromus can be really rough. And Zeromus can always high roll a big bang.
Yeah.
I think it's unlikely with the amount of levels that we have.
Yeah, level 60. When you get to level 60, like the HP values are really safe, thankfully.
Yeah, I think we're well geared and well leveled enough that we'll be fine.
But you never know. Blues Eclipse definitely needs Cryo to take a wipe, though. And even if
Absolutely. I think Blues Eclipse needs Cryo to wipe at least once.
Yeah, at least once, maybe twice, but I don't know. This might be like this Leviathan might be going in a flash.
I mean, this Leviathan's not going to last too terribly long.
I didn't check what agility that Edward ended up being at. We'll see.
That's probably fine. We have Adam and Crystal Sword Cecil. Nothing else matters.
Yeah, that is really nice to
Other
know.
than, that and the ability to keep him alive, which we also have.
Yeah, that's Rosa right there with the cure.
Yep, that's what Rose is here for.
To cure for Cecil.
And she's got like 2,800 hit points, so she's fine.
That's just about like the threshold for an unnerved Big Bang is like 2,300, right?
It's 2,400.
24
is the absolute maximum it could possibly roll.
Right.
But that also requires you to not have any magic defense and also it to roll high. So generally 2200 is pretty safe for an 8 roll. For a 9 roll, it can roll up to 2700 sometimes.
Right.
But that's
right.
also, again, the absolute highest. So 2200 is usually fine on a Rosa.
Hey, shout out to Edge swinging and missing on Ceremus. If you're wondering,
Yeah, he took a swing too fast, and Zeromus wasn't ready yet.
It's that like Ceremus needs to take like an ATB take or something.
Yeah, no,
like,
it takes a little bit of. Zeromus has to actually set itself to be damageable.
That has been well tricky in the past.
So yeah, it has to take its first turn to make itself vulnerable, and then you can actually start hitting it.
Yeah, like Cap's rule 21 is playing out in Shadow, like maybe it was intentional as a buffer.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, now I can damage.
It worked out really well. Just a buffer.
Now I can throw the safe weapon. So yeah, close to part 9's first swing on Cecil.
Of course. I mean, Cecil is very strong.
I absolutely love that Tella is the 6th party member just hanging out in the back. Like, hey guys, you can do it. I'm rooting for you.
I'm also here for this 1800 hit point Edward.
Oh yeah, baby. Let her rip, Eddie.
Edward is like bordering on surviving unnerfed Big Bangs.
Yeah, Cure 3 Edward, let's go.
I mean, we may as well. He's got a spoon.
Yup. He's hitting really hard, goodness gracious.
Oh yeah, no, Edward is tearing through this.
I like how Scratch Dragon, for example, was like, went with the route of, Requiem on Edward, Curse Ring, slow him down, set my agility, and the Creel is like, haha, I'm level 60.
I was like, no, we don't need agility. Let's just make Edward useful and have him do like 5,000 damage.
Yeah, that's really good.
Because Cecil is also doing 5,000 damage, and Edge is helping.
He's helping a lot, indeed.
Yeah.
And Blue's Eclipse is getting close. He's setting up for his Ceremus fight.
Yeah.
But this is in the back for Creel, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't like to say a race is over, but Cecil is hitting for ridiculous damage.
Someone in chat, Tophil said Edge word. I'm really amused by Edge word.
Well, I mean, Edge's real name is Edward.
Yes, but like the idea of like Edward but with an edge, it's really funny to me because of this film. There's the
anyway,
media.
there's rocks, yeah. So this fight's basically over.
Wow, that was a nasty hit on Fox, but
not anyone we care about.
Wow.
It didn't hit Edward or Cecil, so it's fine.
Harsh but fair. GG's, that's Cryle finishing in first place in their duel against Blue's Eclipse. Congratulations to Cryle. We'll see if Cryle joins us for an interview, and he does. Hi there, Cryle.
Morning.
Good time zone to you. So, that's it. That Cecil. That was something, huh?
He took effort to make.
Really? What? Why did you think so?
Yeah, it's like I didn't even like. He was like Dwarf Axe in a Dream for a lot of the seed. It's like.
Oh right.
This is kind of mid on him, but.
Yeah, no, because there wasn't anything just in the path really. I mean, there were crystal swords in Eblan Castle, as it turns out.
Oh, were there?
Yes, there were 2 crystal swords in Eblan Castle.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Yep.
Thankfully, I got mine from Plague.
Yeah, White Spear had the 3rd one.
Like honestly, I don't blame you for not doing Eblan Castle. I also don't really like doing Eblan Castle in this flag set. I much prefer doing like, in this case with an edge, right? I prefer doing like a Thunderclaw and like Massa or something, and do the alerts at a lower bubble, for example. I enjoy those much more than Eblan Castles. I totally get your decision.
The Cave Eblan trap chest was right at the start, so it's like a fourth one in close proximity changes it.
Yeah. It's tricky to know when to look for trap chests on this flag set for sure.
Absolutely.
Because of, I mean, I'm not generally on Team 2 trap chests, but when it comes to the potential of Crystal Sword, each chest in Eblan Castle has roughly a 33% chance of giving a tier 8 item.
One of the two holy swords, right?
It's one of the two holy swords or an adamant armor.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you're not going to turn down an adamant armor.
No.
Out of one of those chests. So if you look at that, it's like, well, there's a 1 in 5 chance per chest that I get a holy sword. The chances are pretty good there, but it's hard to know.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, what was your reaction when you saw that gold base and when the gold base dropped the twin harp right away?
It's the first time I've ever been punished in my life for picking a moon route.
Is that so?
Yeah, every time I go front to back or back to front, I always pick right until today.
Wow, congratulations! That was a long stretch of wins then.
Streak is over.
I also really enjoy doing Murasame too. Even when I go to the moon to check the character, I like just picking Murasame altar just in case. It will have been paid off in this case, but
Yeah.
not always.
Yeah, because at that point, if you could do hair dryers to get Quake on Alan to speed the fight up enough.
Totally, that makes sense. That gauntlet was rough. Where did you find that Stardust? That really saved the day.
I was just looting random chests. I was like, I just gotta find J items.
And you found them. Very nice work.
Yeah, that was the Zeus Rage as well. That was pretty hot.
Totally makes sense.
It's just why do half the undead there just not they're absorb fire, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the spirits that absorb fire, the zombies and skeletons don't like fire. It's tricky.
The first fight is the roughest with 6 enemies as well.
Yeah, it's so hard. That's definitely the worst one. And then the Liliths charmed you and some nonsense. It's tough.
Oh,
So great work getting through that.
When the slap happened, I was like, wait, do I reset? I have no idea how long slap lasted.
To be fair, neither do I.
Now we know the science has been done.
Yeah, advanced in the free enterprise science. So Shinuka, do you have any questions?
Nothing that I can think of. But I just want to say GG's again on your win. I believe this locks in your group.
Yeah, we managed to get all 3 wins this week. Very proud of my team.
Lovely, congratulations.
Yeah.
So any last thoughts, Ryan?
Just want to give a shout out to the rest of my team: Kyrios, Cubs, Yoshi. Give some shout outs to just
Honestly, if aside from my team, if I want a team to win the tournament, one of those is definitely Nue Moon, because I'm a sucker for Nue. So
it's just the best demon.
Mothman is up there, but everybody loves Mothman, so it's hard to top. Okay, GG's again, Kryl. Thanks a lot. We'll see you later.
Yeah. See you later.
Take care.
And GG's.
And while we were in the interview, Blues Eclipse finished his fight, and we have him
He's
here.
finished with a time of 1 hour, 58 minutes, and 18 seconds, I think that says.
Yep.
I can read.
GG's Blues Eclipse. That was rather close. 4 minutes is not a lot. 4 minutes is not a lot in the grand scheme of things. That was what ran. I know you had that hiccup with that Ordeals garbage nonsense, but that fight sucked. And even though you had that hiccup, the moment you step out of that fight and you got underground, you were full throttle. You were clearing checks so obscenely fast with rather lower levels too. So I wanted to commend you on that. Like even though you didn't win the race, like you did a phenomenal job, honestly.
Yeah, that Fabul Gauntlet at Ordeals as the solo fight with Edward definitely is one of the main places that made the difference there for me.
I mean, both of you struggled with that a lot, I will say. It was not pretty for Kryl either.
I can imagine. I mean, I got through that because of the fact that I was able to get that extra equipment in Eblan, find a couple of Zeus Rages there to help me clear out the larger groups. But without that, I'm not sure what I would have done other than just built up a significant number of levels and then gone back in. And
yeah, I mean, what we saw Grant do, which I think was really interesting, was used basically all the starting Cure 2s on a lot of those undead.
I can see that.
After like the first fight, I think he burned the hourglass on the first fight to make it not
hourglass.
To make sure that fight didn't kill him, and then it was once it got to the skeletons and the Liliths, it was just Cure 2s because, fun fact, Liliths don't counter Cure 2s with slap.
Yeah, I learned that today too, Blues. Like, don't worry about it.
But yeah, no, it's not. That is like niche knowledge.
Yeah, and I thought about using healing items on some of the undead there. It's just I didn't think I was going to get through that fight single targeting thing.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
the fight. I mean, they are nice in that they heal you between each fight.
I didn't even notice that.
Yes, no, you get a full heal between every fight of that gauntlet. When it's the hero, which is very nice of them.
Definitely something I'll have to keep in mind in the future because that would have changed my strategy significantly.
Yeah. No, I think it's that fight works that way, and then Dr. Luge in the changing room also heals you with Sea Hero on. It's this way that the solo battles are coded, is that they're all coded to just give you a full heal at the beginning of every fight.
But like that's how you learn. That's how you like evolve as a racer, as a player. Like you encounter like really rare situations, and you have to just like face them. And then you ask on the Discord or something like, "Hey, what is this nonsense garbage?" And they go, "Hey, it's obscene, niche, super secret tech." And you're like, "Oh, okay, now I know for next time." Like that's how it works.
Oh, that's absolutely how it works. And your top-down moon routing really paid off for you this season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and honestly, I went into that moon thinking there was a possibility I might find Golbez there, but more importantly, I needed to get some key item.
Fair.
Yeah, no, and hitting that Golbez and Twin Harp and being like, yep, that's it, I'm leaving, I'm gonna go chase this Twin Harp and then go back to the underground was the right play for this seed, because there was a tower key, I guess, in the bottom of the moon, but
who cares?
We don't need that.
Yeah. And I won't lie, that tower key almost pushed me to just skip Baron Castle and try Tower as my next check after Cave Magnus.
I would have done that personally, but like either choice was totally fair, honestly.
Yeah, I thought about it. I figured, okay, if I can hit Baron Castle, then I don't necessarily need to worry about going underground again. Thinking about it in hindsight, though, I probably would have been better off doing one of the underground checks first, because I did need that bit of extra grinding anyway.
Yeah. It's fair. A tough thing to figure out, because, I mean, the Baron Key'd been burning a hole in your pocket for a very long time at that point. But like, there's 2 checks in Baron, there's 2 checks in the Tower, there's 2 checks in the Fey March. It's just which pair of checks is it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I looked at that and just could not really, at the time, think, okay, which option is going to be objectively better. So it came down to which one is closest to me.
Yeah. Oh, and that's very fair.
Like, you can only make decisions with the information that you have at hand. And the information that you had at hand was that, and you made a decision. There is, like, no good or bad here. You just made a decision that you thought, like, was perfectly valid, honestly. So, like, any last thoughts on the seed, Blues?
I will say, I don't necessarily mind Fabul Gauntlet at Ordeals. I don't want to do it with Edward ever again.
Yeah, fair. Fair. Of course. I totally understand.
But aside from that, it was an excellent match. That was about as close as you can get, really. Basically, one check or one Zeramis fight apart.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to give props to Kryl for being able to squeeze that one out.
Of course. GG's again, Blues. It was a pleasure having you here. And we will see you later. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
That was Blues Eclipse, our other racer in the Kryl versus him match. And we are not over yet. There is more free enterprise on the horizon.
Yeah,
So we
we
want to seek high wind for some more Moonveil mixer practice.
yeah, we're done for now on the free enterprise channels, but we'll be sending you over to Zeke Highwind, and I believe we will have more races tonight on
Job.
free enterprise. We have Sofna versus Amarith, round 2 at
Indeed,
9
round
p.m.
2.
Eastern.
9 p.m. Eastern on the channel Free Enterprise. Don't miss it.
Yes.
It's gonna be phenomenal. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you there.